Hey, what's going on, babies? What's happening? What's shaking? What's popping? What's cracking, lacking? Yes, I had to adjust the light real quick so that you can see me and I can see you. Happy Wednesday. It's minutes away from the greatest conversation that you're going to have tonight. We're going to tackle who communicates better, men or women, on tonight's Raw Talk Live. Hey, what's going on with you, babies? It's yours truly, me, Miss B, and the one and only girlfriend, Peggy.
Hey, girlfriend, Miss B. What's going on, beautiful?
You, baby, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Yes, you are. And looking absolutely fabulous tonight. You know, black and white is my all-time favorite.
Okay.
You know, I like bright, pretty colors and combinations of color, but it's something about that black and white that just, it does it for me. And you are doing it for me tonight, girlfriend.
Well, thank you. I just, like I said, just try to throw it together when I can't get to my hairdresser and get my hair up and looking the way I like it to look. Kind of, people would say it's a little different, but it's odd and I like it. This is what I do. I tie it down and I wrap it up. I wrap my hair up and put go to do something to it to get it up.
You just say you go do something to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is lovely. It is absolutely beautiful. Let me move this so that we can see more of you. And then, of course, the lovely way that you've combined your neck jewelry, your necklaces, to also accentuate the black and white. It is beautiful. Now, you know, every week we have to try and guess what on earth that is you have on your head. It could be, I tell people all the time, it could be any type of article of clothing you could ever imagine. Okay.
Be, yeah.
Hey, this is good. Charlene Carter made it in.
Hey, Charlene.
Says we're looking good. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. We appreciate that greatly. We certainly do. And yeah, so you know, girlfriend Peggy, you look wonderful. Charlene, take a guess at what Peggy used to wrap her head tonight. Now, Charlene might not know. Charlene is going to be a new Raw talker. Charlene, Peggy will take anything. It could be a piece of material. It could be a table runner. It could be a skirt. It could be leggings. It could be a blouse, a shower curtain. One time it was a shower curtain. And baby, that thing was fabulous. And so take a guess right now. What do you think Peggy used to wrap her head with tonight? Let's see what she says. She says a table runner.
Okay, that's a good guess.
That's a good guess?
Good guess, but not right on. Yeah, that's a good guess though.
Not is she close? Is she hot? Is she warm?
She hot, yeah.
Oh, she's hot. She's hot. Oh, come on, Charlene. You know, we're gonna have to start doing prizes. Come on, Charlene. She says you're hot, but it's not right. You're close. You're in the neighborhood. She'll give it a try. I'm glad to see you on YouTube and that you're able to comment. We had some other people say they had difficulty last week with that. I'm trying to see myself on my phone. That's why I'm distracted. I'm trying to see how that works. But let's see. Oh, she says a tablecloth.
No. It's simple. It's a real simple answer tonight.
And it's close to a table.
Obvious. It's the obvious. A scarf.
Oh, that's not fair. That's not right. You ain't right, because she said table runner and you said, oh, she's hot.
She's close, yeah. It's almost like a table runner because it's long and slim. But it's the scarf.
Oh,
And I have the leggings underneath that's tied and wrapped to give it the height. And then I put on the scarf and wrapped it and then adorned it with some the bangles. These are bracelets, and then I put the dangling crown up there.
wow. Oh, the crown
Yeah.
is hooked onto the bracelets.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I just hooked it onto the bracelet just to let it kind of move and dangle and do its own thing.
Charlene is screaming. Listen, Charlene, I'm telling you, you just never know from one week to the next what it's going to be. But it's always something interesting, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I think, Peggy, you're going to start to see a lot of oh, she said the funny part about it is she has a scarf just like that. She should have known it was a scarf.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I love scarves and pretty colors and patterns. I love the animal prints, the leopards, the zebra, the tigers, any of those prints. Anybody want to gift me something, find a beautiful scarf from Goodwill or anything and send it to me or whatever. I love scarves. I love anything. I love scarves.
Mm-hmm. She like
And
pretty stuff. Huh?
I say the more you have in your collection of scarves, the different patterns and colors and stuff, the more you can do because you can mix and match them. You know, you can mix. I mix the zebra with the leopard. I made, you can mix and match them and do your own thing.
You can. You
Yeah.
can. And so tonight you just have on the scarf, but sometimes she will combine two different items, or it might be two different articles of clothing
It's to the night too.
anything.
I have the leggings on underneath.
Yeah, but you don't see them. But I'm saying
No,
sometimes
you can't see it.
you do two different things.
Oh, on the outside, yeah.
On the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And but so you might come up with any combination, but what we're hearing though consistently is that you'll wrap your head first with some leggings, and you use that to give it volume and height and create the shape that you want to create.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then around that, you wrap whatever material is that you want to
put on the outside.
Put on the outside. It is absolutely fabulous. But I think what you're going to start to see is that a lot more women are going to start to adorn their head wraps, because usually people just wrap their head. They don't ever think about putting any kind of jewelry on it. And you always have a necklace or a bracelet or something that you that you put on there, a brooch or something that adds some dimension and some sparkle and some shine. Because quiet as it's kept, Peggy is the queen of bling. Yeah. Peggy blinging all the time. She don't care if it's 9 o'clock in the morning. She blinging. It's gonna happen. That's just the way it goes, and that's what attracted me to her. That's what made me like her, because she came in the club, black leather down, the diamond chokers and big earrings and all kind of sparkly stuff, and I was like, whoa, who is that?
Oh God, yeah.
Who is that? So yeah, it is absolutely fabulous. It is absolutely fabulous. And we're going to do our thing. The Raw Talk has been talking. They've been talking on Facebook, and I'm going to have to check and see, because I can see that there are more people on than people who are commenting. So if you are with us on YouTube tonight, and for some reason it's not allowing you to
tell them just comment, say hello, say hi.
Try to comment. If it's not allowing you to comment, then please, if you would, switch over to Raw Talk on Facebook, whether you're on your phone or your laptop. because and then let me know if you're having a problem, because I need to check and find out what that is that's making that happen, where
Definitely.
where people
I
are
wonder
not
if
able to
Jersey
get
is in
on
the
and comment.
audience.
Huh?
I said, I wonder if Jersey is in the audience because she's the one who she reached out to me and let me know she had a problem last week
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't allowing her to make her comments.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to know and hear from her.
We want to
You can
know.
always text me on my phone too. So
Yeah, you can text Peggy. Yeah, and let her know, because we want to know what's going on. And because I know there's other people who want to comment other than Charlene, and I can see you. I can see that you are there. I just don't know who you are, or or how to make it work for you. But I'm gonna sure find out. We'll figure it out. But tonight, of course, Peggy and I talk all the time, and and we talk about people in our lives and their ability to communicate or not communicate, and we were just thinking how important that is in any relationship, to have an understanding and good communication skills. And so tonight we decided that we would talk about it. Who does it better? Who is better at communicating? Is it the men, or is it the women? Now, here's what some folks had to say on Facebook. Ricardo Braggs, Raw Talker Ricardo Braggs says, women, hands down. He says the women are better communicators. He says sometimes they communicate too damn much.
good answer, Ricardo. Good answer.
Yeah, good answer,
Yes.
Ricardo is married. So he makes married comments. He's funny though. He says he says, yeah, he said it. Yeah, you said it. Women. But Brandy Shannon, our other Raw Talker, she says Brandy says that she thinks that women are better communicators because we cover all things that a guy won't add into it. Like if you ask how my day was, I'm gonna give you all the adjectives and explicatives, and ask a man the same question, he'll go,
it was great.
It was all right.
Right. They're not gonna elaborate.
But does that mean that he's not a good communicator because he doesn't elaborate?
It could be, yeah. I like details, and when I tell a story, I may have to try to give you the short version because I want to cover every dot and T and every second of what happened from the time I arrived to the time you're gonna get everything in between. And I think most women are like that, long-winded.
Yeah, well, see, that's what Ricardo said, that we talk too much. Like when you said, well, you want the whole story, but is the whole story the whole story, why I need the whole story about your day? How was your day, honey? Oh, it was all right. Well, if that's all you want to say about it, fine. You don't have to give me the whole rundown of every little thing that happened. But believe this though, if something happened to a man during the course of his day that was upsetting to him or exciting for him, then he'll let you know. But they don't go through the whole thing like we do. If it was all right and nothing strange out of the way happened, then it was all right.
Right.
What more do you want?
More.
Why?
Why not? I mean, tell me about your day. When you say, honey, how was your day? I'm expecting to get, oh, it was pretty good. Had a great morning. The afternoon was a little this, that happened. Or maybe I got a little tit or tat with a customer today. And but everything smoothed out and ended up being a pretty good day. That's communicating to me. I mean, that's not going into every detail, but that's giving me a little bit more than it was great. I mean, because like I said, if you haven't seen each other for 8 hours or 12 hours for the day, this is how you greet him. Just as how he greets you. You want to get more than just it was okay.
All right.
I would.
Charlene says, I'm guilty of that. I need for you to give every detail.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to go the whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So she with you, Peggy. I say
Mm-hmm.
men are better communicators because they don't waste a lot of time with unnecessary information.
Well, I think women are great communicators because they are intent in their listening skills, because the purpose of listening is so that they can come back and prove their point. They want to make sure they get all the I's and cross the T's. They want to listen to everything that you're putting out there. So when it's time to run it back, they not missing nothing. They, oh no, you didn't say that. You said such and such and such. And I remember when you said this and you did that, and you didn't do it on that day. You did it on such and such a date. And it wasn't the morning, it was the afternoon. And they gonna get you straight. They gonna straighten it out, because the man usually slack on what he said, or he can't remember, or he getting the story mixed up and confused. And the woman gonna come back and smooth that thing out with an iron. They gonna iron it all out for you, nice and crisp, and shake it, and there it is.
I disagree. I
Okay.
think that men are better communicators because they don't have to do all of that. I think women talk a lot, but don't necessarily say anything significant. I think you can make your point without all of that extra stuff. I think women have a tendency to get lost in the sauce because they're talking so much and because they're listening in order to respond to break you down, as opposed to listening to you so that they can get a better understanding of how you feel. If you're listening to somebody, if you're listening to your man because you want to hear how many times he messes up or doesn't get it right so that you can come back and chop him up and beat him down, then you're not listening for the good thing. And that you just and women talk and run on and don't complete their sentences, all of that stuff. Men just tell you just straight off, one sentence, they've said it all, how they feel about any particular thing. I think men are easy and simple and to the point, and men traditionally have been the great orators. They've been the ones who have always been talking. Women weren't allowed to talk or say a lot for a long time. If they didn't want you in the pulpit, they didn't want us in the pulpit. They didn't want us talking in the pulpit. They didn't want us talking politically either. It was a long time before women got elected into a political office or a position. Those kind of things were always reserved for men, and men did it because they did a lot of talking. They were able to communicate with the masses. And so my vote is for the men, that they are more concise, or they communicate by not saying nothing at all.
That's true too. Well, my thing is, when it comes to communicating, it's more to communication. It's more to communicating than just talking and listening. You have a whole lot of array of things that have to go into communicating. You have to have patience when you're talking with someone, especially if someone doesn't use the proper speech and pronunciation of words. You have to have some patience. You have to effectively be able to put yourself in the other person's shoes sometimes. And a lot of times, I think where women get caught off guard, or not caught off guard, but kind of get tilted, is they get so emotionally invested in the conversation or what's being done, like you said, and they get emotionally loud. We tend to raise our voices, and we're speaking to be heard, but we're being louder, and so that's going to come across as being argumentative.
Yes. Yes.
It's not that we be so much being argumentative as it is that I think we want you to hear what it is we're saying, so we feel like we have to speak louder.
Yeah. Well, because a man's voice a lot of times is naturally louder, or or they can get louder, and when they get loud, they sound scary. I don't like to get to a point where I'm arguing with a man and he is doing any kind of yelling, because that sounds scary to me.
Yeah, that make you think he ready to raise a fist to you.
Right. Right. Because now he stopped communicating. But Charlene says, I can see that, Miss V. I had to learn the hard way. If a person can't comprehend, they will never get the conversation.
Right.
They won't.
Also, compassion. You have to be compassionate in a conversation when you're talking. You have to be understanding of the person and what they're saying. Like I say, a lot of times they may be emotional. You have to be able to read between the lines, and most of all, you have to be able to be able to have conflict resolution. You want to be able to keep it from becoming argumentative. Keep that person calm. If they're becoming loud and riled up, you have to kind of be able to wheel them back down to a natural tone where you're putting your point across. I'm not being argued. I find myself doing this a lot with certain people. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just trying to make my point. I'm trying to make you understand where I'm coming from, how I feel about this certain situation, why I didn't like XYZ, why you cannot do that, and I will not accept that. And it's not being argumentative. It's just saying what you're gonna tolerate, what you're gonna deal with, and maybe what you're not gonna deal with. And so it gets misconstrued as being argumentative. And
I think that's how women sound to men most of the time. Almost anything you say can sound like you trying to start something.
Right, and that's not always the case. I'm gonna have to keep standing up for the women. It's not that we always trying to be argumentative and confrontation. We're not. It's just that, like I say, we have to express ourselves in the way we have to express ourselves, and sometimes the words that we choose, it may not be yes dear, yes honey. It may not be as submissive as they might want it to come. It may not be picking the exact words that they want us to use, and it may come off as confrontational or argumentative. But I don't think that that's really our goal.
No. Boy, I just thought about something. I don't know. Did you send this to me? Oh man, I am so mad at myself that I didn't think about this, because I could have put it up for us to see. You remember when that chick was talking and she was doing whatever with her hands, and then this guy, it's either a TikTok post or a Facebook post, and he comes in and he breaks it down for women. He breaks it down about how we talk and all of that, talking with your hands, and we have to be and with your neck, and all of this stuff here and all of this stuff here, and getting in somebody's face, how unattractive that is, how confrontational and how it looks, how it looks. And if I see you doing that on a video, I figure in just a little while you're going to be doing that in my face. Nobody wants that.
No,
nobody wants that, and no man wants a woman doing that either.
Right.
And so he was talking about how, and it's really, I think it's maybe the younger women a lot. They have a lot of masculine energy, and and it comes across that way. Like they don't mind fighting you.
Right. That's how they want to bow up at you and get in your face and point and be all up your nose and the mouth.
Right. Because they're depending on the man not doing it back to them, and the man not hitting them, or doing anything of that nature. And I'm saying don't do that. But we have to, as women communicating, we have to watch our tone. When you say it's a lot of things that go into it, your tone has a lot to do with your ability to communicate effectively. But I think men are, the reason why I say I think men are better communicators, because they are just real basic with it. One or two straightforward, to the point sentences, and they're done. It's like, what else do you want from me? I'm done.
Okay. But again, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Like you say, it's tone, it's volume, it's not what you say as so much as how you say it, because you could pretty much literally tell somebody go take a flying hike and jump off the nearest cliff, and if you say it in a sweet enough way, they'll be like, okay, honey, I will. And sometimes it don't take all the yelling and screaming and shenanigans to get your point across. To say, I'm just not having this. I'm not doing this with you, boo. See you later.
See you, bye.
Yeah, have a good night.
If you are joining us, if you have joined us on YouTube, I can see you, but I'm not hearing from you. If you are trying to post your comment, I apologize. I don't know what's up. It's like now they're just letting in one person at a time or something. I don't know what it is. We'll find out. But if you are on YouTube and you're trying to make a comment and it's not happening for you, then please switch over to Facebook, to Raw Talk. Yes, Charlene says, oh my God, Peggy, you have tears in my eyes. She said, how she be feeling? The women are feeling your girlfriend, Peggy.
Okay, that's what's up, because it's the truth. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And like I said, a lot of times I think women, they do get emotionally, into whatever it is they're saying. They're passionate about it. They believe in what they're saying. They're going to stand on it. They're going to prove their point. They're going to do whatever it takes to let you understand exactly where they're coming from. And I think all that's needed in communication.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
Let's see what the Facebook family had to say. Venus Davis says, mostly women, because men don't open up. They think that they will hurt your feelings.
Right. And we saying bring it on. We're not afraid to have our feelings hurt. We're not afraid to hear the raw of what it is you have to say. Say what it is. Put it out on the table. Because me personally, I'd rather for you to hurt my feelings than say what you want to say, because I know where you feel and where you coming from, and I know how to govern myself accordingly moving forward. So yeah, don't be afraid to hurt my feelings. Tell me whatever you need to say, and I'll deal with it. I will deal with it, and most women will deal with it and handle it.
Yes. Yeah, we want.
So don't be afraid.
Yeah, the honesty is important. Charlene said, "Bring it." You and Charlene ready to beat somebody's ass. Charlene said, "Bring it." How you feel? What you want to say? You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Hey, you ain't gonna hurt my feelings. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. My feelings ain't hurt, boo.
Right. Yeah. They not hurt.
They not hurt. They not hurt. Say it. Say it like you mean it. Because I'm going to tell you, get out of here with that old hush puppy shoe wearing crumb cake I saw you with. That. I'm going to hurt your feelings. Monique Scott Nichols, the woo. She says, women.
Beautiful, beautiful Monique. Yes.
Women.
Women.
Hey, women. She said, it's the women. Then Michael Strickland. I'm going to get Michael. Michael, he said, he told Monique she was wrong. Then Shoshona said, women, of course, are the better communicators. And then here come Michael again. You wrong again. Michael said they all wrong.
They all wrong. So he feel men better communicators?
Yes. And you see, it didn't take you much to say that.
Why is that, Michael?
Yeah. Come on, Michael. You know, you people hang out on Facebook. You need to get on Raw Talk. Well, Charlene, we needed you tonight too, apparently. Yes, because you're the only person who was able to get through in comments. So now, Charlene, you got to represent for everybody.
Well, Charlene is team women.
Yes, Charlene is team women. I'm out here by myself.
Yeah. No, you're not. Michael with you.
Yeah, Michael is with me. Where is he? Where is his ass?
Yeah, he with you.
You know, but everybody else was all women.
Team women.
But yeah, but I watch it. You know, I was telling your girlfriend Peggy that I was listening to my son who has you know, who was he has lady friends who he talks to, and the communication skills from one female to the next, of course, just like with anybody else, anything is different. People operate on different levels, but
Right.
it would seem to me that I don't know, that the men just communicate better just because they keep it simple. Yeah, yeah. Charlene said, I got Michael. I got old Michael on my team, and everybody else is with girlfriend Peggy. It says that women are better communicators. But you know, communicating is more, like you said, Peggy, than just talking.
Yeah, it's like a 360-degree dimensional. It's so many things that facets that go into communicating.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Even we even said body language and facial expressions too
yes.
is a big part of communicating as well.
Yeah, and men
Yeah.
do that without all of the drama. You know, I noticed that a lot of times men will just shut down.
Mm-hmm.
You know how, you know, we get all riled up and, you know, like this, but they'll go somewhere and sit down.
Yeah, while we going up here, they coming down here to just slowly shut it down, slowly
And then
shut
they
it
just
down.
shut it down. They say, well, I ain't gonna say nothing else to her because I ain't gonna say nothing
And I
else to
still
her.
want to know how that makes them a better communicator. If they
They're
shut it down and not
communicating.
communicating,
You get it because you get it. Because,
yeah, because
like
you
you
left
said,
there to argue by
communication
you
ain't
to talk
always
by yourself.
words. Huh?
You left there to hold a conversation by yourself, basically. Because
Yep.
they say, I ain't gonna argue with you.
Oh, don't listen. Don't let me bring out my friend. Don't let
Bring
me
them
bring
out,
out
please.
my
Please
friend.
bring them out. If you have them, bring them out. I just love
Where
to hear
is
them.
she? Where is
You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You mad? I can't argue with you. No. Look at you. Look at you.
Help me,
Yes.
somebody. You want to argue?
Okay. Men are not. They's like, I'm not gonna argue with you, ma'am.
Ain't nobody doing that. They're not doing that. And so that is a means of communicating. They shut down, they get quiet, you know, before this thing gets out of hand and they have to like choke your neck. They just stop.
I don't know if like I say, I don't know if I really like that. I don't want a man to shut down. I want you to effectively tell me and talk to me and communicate with me. I don't want you shutting down and going to your room and tuning me out because that's a form of disrespect to me. If I have something that I'm trying to say to you and I'm trying to get my point across or communicate to you a certain thing and you want to just shut it down and go sit down and get on your phone and ignore me like I'm not even in the room, that's blatant disrespect. I don't like that. That would upset me. That would make me furious and mad because you're not talking.
Right.
Rather than just saying what you need to say and get it off your chest because me, once I get it off my chest and I say everything I got to say, I'm good. I'm good. I can move on. We don't have to be mad and angry and not talk to each other for 2 or 3 days. What we gonna eat? What we gonna do? Let's do this, do that, whatever. Let's go.
Let's resume. Yeah. Let's pick up where we left off.
Right.
But after we resolve whatever this is, after we get a good understanding together about whatever it is that we've been talking about that you don't want to talk about now. But sometimes you have to give people their space, I think, and give them some time. And then, you know, and then readdress it. You know, it might be a little bit later in the day you readdress, you know, you just have, sometimes people need time to marinate or to think about how they really feel so that they can give you an honest answer without being so emotionally wrapped up in it that they say something that's off kilter or that they don't really mean. And so you want to shut down, fine, but you can't stay shut down, and we can't ignore this. Whatever it was we were talking about, it still needs to be resolved, but we have to figure out how we can do this, effectively. But I don't think that's I think that's just another form of communication sometimes.
Yeah,
I
timing. No, I was saying you're right. Timing is important, and timing is everything as well. But like you say, communication, even in subjects that's touchy and that's difficult to discuss, they need to be discussed because that's growth. That's how you're gonna come
Yes.
together closer as a couple. That's how you're gonna grow. That's how you're gonna get beyond this. That's how you're gonna figure out what not to do again to make the same mistake again. So yeah,
Right.
we talked about it.
Yeah, and we don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over.
No, we don't. That's why hopefully when you have that conversation and it's put out there on the table, we don't have to revisit this again.
Right. Let's see what Willie had to say. He said it takes two to make a thing go right. He said because we both have our own view, it says options, but I think he meant opinions. And our truth. What's true for you is not true for him necessarily. You see it from a different point of view. And he said it all started from the beginning with Adam and Eve. Now I don't know what he was talking about, how what went back to Adam and Eve. Adam had his orders, and here come Eve, saying something else. And what Adam should have said was, now, didn't God tell you not to eat that apple or eat from that tree or do that? And he didn't speak up.
He ain't say nothing and let her do what she wanted to do.
He didn't speak up. He did worse. He
shut
followed.
down.
He followed. He took her lead. So yeah. All right, so maybe we didn't start off so good. Maybe I need to switch from the men to the women, because he should have communicated to her and said, listen, woman, I'm in charge of this garden and you're not supposed to be eating that. Now go put that back before I whip your behind.
It was too late once she bit it, though. I mean, it was too late once she bit it. He had to speak up way before she went to reach for the apple.
Yeah.
When he thought she had an inkling in her mind that she was going to reach off that tree, he should have been like, no, baby, hold on. You can't do that. No,
you can't. We're not doing that. That's not what we came here to do. Mm-hmm. And now
look at us.
It's a mess.
Constantly arguing and bickering.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think somebody else said something too. All right, that was the original comment from Venus. But yeah, we all have our own truth and everything, but you still have to be able to have a good going back and forth, with your conversation with one another. But I think that I'm going to still hold my ground that men do.
And I'm gonna hold my ground. All women are better communicators because they have the ability also to put themselves, like I say, in the other person's shoes, and they can kind of say, hey, if this was me, if I was on the other side, how would I like to be talked to? What would I like to do? What would
you don't think men have the ability to do that?
Yeah, not all the time, because they can't put himself in this. I think it's more difficult for a man to put himself in a woman's position than it is for a woman to imagine or see herself coming from a man's position.
Okay.
That's just my thinking. This may not be no truth to the matter, no scientific facts behind it, but
no. We don't care. The hell with science and facts. We're going on feelings here and how we feel. But I happen to just be around some men that are, I don't know, that are good communicators, but they just don't. What I like about men is that they just don't waste a lot of time or a lot of breath on something that that's just not necessary to do. They just kind of,
like I say, apparently if men are not doing well in communicating because they're not listening, because if they were listeners, then women wouldn't have a reason to be naggers or nag, and they constantly say their wife always nagging about this or nagging about that, or she's nagging. Why is she nagging? She's nagging because she's asked you to take the trash out and you're not taking it out. So she's going to ask you again, and then she's going to ask you a third and a fourth time. She's asked you to do this, that, or other, and you're not doing it. If you don't want a woman to nag, do what it is that she asks you to do. Take care of it. Handle the business. And she won't have to come back and constantly repeat herself over and over again and make her look like and sound like the bad person because you're not doing your part in what you're supposed to be doing. So now we get the title and the label of being a nagger.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's come home when you get off from work and stop going to the bar or the club and happy hours and having drinks for 3 hours, or whether it's when you get from the club at 2 o'clock, come home rather than going out until 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, what are we nagging about? That's not my story, but I'm just saying.
You just want to.
I know that's a lot of things that I feel
have that story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just
so
in
stop
case.
Making women nag.
So when we speak, then you need to listen, and then you need to act.
Accordingly.
Don't make me have to tell you over and over again the same thing.
Again. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing I think when a man saying, "Oh, my wife nagging me about this and nagging." I'm thinking, "Oh, you hard-headed. You don't listen.
Right.
Doing what you want to do. She done told you not to do such and such or to do such and such, and you still want to do it." I know what the problem is.
Right. You hard-headed, sir. You are hard-headed. That's what your problem is. Hey, welcome to Real Ass Women Raw Talk. Tonight we are talking about who does it better. Who is better at conversing? Is it the men or is it the women? That is tonight's topic, men or women. We see you. I can see you in the chat, but you are not able to communicate with us. I'm really upset about that. I want to thank Jersey for calling Peggy and letting her know that she was trying to get on last week and had this, what seems to me to be the same problem. It's like Charlene got in first, and then after that, nobody else can get back on. So I'm going to be checking to find out what the issue is and see how that can be resolved for next week. So we want to thank you for being with us. If you're there, please go on and like and share and subscribe. Also, if you want to make sure that you can get your comment that you can get your comment heard or seen or read, then join us on Facebook at Raw Talk on Facebook. You can do that as well. Yeah, and you're right. Yeah, the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs up button on the likes on both of the pages. And we're just kind of chopping it up tonight, talking about communication, men and women communicating with one another, and who does it better. The general consensus, the overwhelming consensus is that women are better communicators. And so Peggy is team woman. What's up, Peggy?
I will say that men are probably better nonverbal communicators because they have a way of letting you know when they're ready to do certain things without saying a word. They don't have to ask. They don't have to tell you we're going to do such and such and such and such. They know how to make things happen when it's time for it to happen. So nonverbal, when it comes to nonverbal communicating, yeah, I will agree with you that men are better. Because they let you know what's happening.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't look at you with a straight face.
Yeah,
you know what? I think that's an excellent point. I didn't even think about that at all. That's an excellent point. They sure do
know how to let you know they're ready for something to go down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I don't mind that at all. I think that's good. You don't have to say anything to me.
But I think it should be as equally the same when it's time for some other things to go down, that we shouldn't have to say a word either. You should just know that what it's time for. you know what it's time for. You know what time it is.
Charlene says she can't with you tonight, but you got a point. You got a point there. Just keep your word. But yeah, you got a point. Yeah, they do have a way of doing that. I don't know who taught them that, where they got that from, but it's all right. It works for me. You know, but this is what I do need from the man though. I need for him. You can use all your little nonverbal clues to let me know what what's getting ready to happen next. But all before that, I need for you to be saying something to me. You know what I mean? I need to be, you got to sweeten up the pot. You got to butter me up some first. So you can come with your little nonverbal thing, but see, all day long, you need to be saying to me, I can't wait till I get home tonight. Hey baby, I miss you. Hello, beautiful. What you doing? I miss your sweet lips, or I can't wait to whatever. So you can say that, and then when you get there, when you hit the door, you don't have to say anything. You can do your little nonverbal thing.
Yeah, you want to be stroked before you stroked.
Yeah, I want to be stroked. Did you say stroked before I'm poked?
Yeah, stroke before you stroked or poked or whatever it is you're gonna be doing. But yeah, you want to be stroked a little bit.
Yeah, communicate that.
Yeah.
That's what that's the kind of communication I need all day. I like that. Stroke before you poke. We might have to have a t-shirt. Don't y'all steal that. We are hereby right now copyrighting that comment right now.
Okay.
Right now. I am, I'm so happy to have you in the house, Charlene. You are holding it down for sure.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
I think I'm hoping that she's expressing how other people feel as well, because like I said, it's I can see you there, but we can't hear from you. But hopefully you are in agreement with one of us. Either way. We like to know what the fellas have to say. So most definitely. Thanks, Charlene. We appreciate you being there. But yeah, I think the fellas have it when it comes to being direct, concise, and to the point, and not wasting a lot of words or time. And then also I agree with you that that they rule when it comes to the nonverbal communication.
Yep.
For sure.
For sure, I agree with that. They are good at that. They that's a skill that they have perfected. And sheet talk. The sheet talk. They're excellent at sheet talk. And if women know what I mean when I say sheet talk, is things they say to you to get you in the sheets, or they say to you while you are in between the sheets. That's a whole lot of stuff that they think that you want to hear that sound good. The baby's just the most beautiful woman in the world, and I love you, and we're gonna get married, and you're gonna be my only girl, and all that other kind of sweet nothings that they want to whisper in your ear in between the sheets. But then when they get out the sheets and it's a day later or two, they don't have no idea what they said.
I don't need all of those promises. I don't need you to. I don't need all of that. I don't need you to say you're going to marry me and none of that kind of stuff. I need for you to be just downright dirty. You don't have just be dirty. Don't spare me all of the lies. I don't need the lies. Just say all the dirty, nasty things you're thinking right now. Because I'm already here. I'm already here. I'm already in between the sheets. So, you ain't got to lie.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
They will. Yeah.
They will.
Yeah, they will.
They will. They are funny. They are funny.
Ladies got to recognize it.
For what it is, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, most definitely. I didn't even think about that. So there is yeah, that pillow talk is serious business. But is
It's
pillow
real.
talk different from in between the sheet talk? Pillow talk is different.
Pillow talk and sheet talk is shit talk. It's all the same. It's all the same, girlfriend. Believe me, it's all the same. And they whispering up in your ears and telling, yeah, it's all the same. hmm It's gonna
Mhm.
sound sweet, but like I say, it's all designed to get you on that pillow in between them sheets.
Hey,
You better recognize it when you hear it.
yes. Well, you know, and let me tell you this though. I have always been a sucker for good game. You know, I like a man that's got game.
Yeah.
Tell me some bullshit. I can't wait.
Then that's a good thing, as long as you know that's what it is, that you're not
Yeah.
really getting caught up on that and you're not taking it for his every word that you believing in the things that he's telling you. You good, if that's what gets you excited and hot and float your boat and it's all good. Yeah.
Yes, all
You
of the
know?
above.
Yeah, ride it out, have a good time, and know that when it's time to wrap things up and go your separate ways, you know that's what it is. Don't get your feelings hurt.
Charlene says, you are on it, girlfriend Peggy. She says, you are on it tonight. She is loving you. And I just see that somebody else has joined us. We
Good.
want to apologize that you can't get your comments up with us. We don't understand. We don't know what. Oh, good. Yay. All right. So good. Some folks are going over to
Facebook.
the Facebook page.
Oh,
And we
okay, good.
appreciate you doing that. Ria is in the
Yes.
building. Hey, baby.
Maria. Yes.
Yes. We are
All right,
always
Ria.
happy to see you. Thanks
Who's
for
team?
joining
Team
us.
who?
Oh, yeah. All right, Ria. All right, Ria. So we want to know, the question tonight is, who does it better? Who is the better communicator? Is it the man or is it the woman? Are men better at communicating or are women better at communicating? Peggy is team women. What's Ria? And Charlene is in the virtual building with us too. She's team women. So let's see.
Yay! Yes, another one for the ladies. Yes.
And so, so Ria, just to bring you up to speed, we've just been talking about the different aspects of communicating one with the other. And I said to Peggy that I think men are better communicators because they are concise. They do it short to the point. They're they don't do a whole bunch of rigmarole. They say what they think and they mean what they say, and then they're done. But we have a tendency to elaborate and go on and on. And so, Peggy, what did you say about why women are better communicators?
I said because they are intent listeners and they listen with a purpose. They listen with a purpose to make their points and to make sure you staying on track with whatever it is you're saying. And if you're not saying it the way it went down, they're gonna let you know that that's not so. Mm-hmm. And that's usually where the argument comes in, because a lady is going to correct you and make sure you're getting it right. And the man is not going to be liking that because he's going to stick to his story that it didn't go down that way. And that's not the way it happened.
And then, on both sides, but I don't know, I see it more with women than I do with men, is that there's this selective memory issue. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes women don't remember because we say so much.
No.
I think we might not remember exactly what we said.
What was the song? It wasn't me. If you didn't see me, if you can't put your hand on me, it wasn't me. And they're gonna stick to that story. And that's men's take most of the time. If you didn't see me doing it, it wasn't me. It was hearsay.
Ria says that yes, that's true, but women break it down. Oh yeah. Women break it down to make sure that we are clear and have a true understanding of what the man said and that he understands what we mean. Mm-hmm. Peggy's in agreement with you. She made that point earlier in the show tonight. She says that's why when she's when she argues with her partner, she says she writes it down and then they go over it. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wow, are you serious? That's kind of going. That's going to the extreme to write it down. But hey,
yes. You know what that does? That keeps somebody from, he ain't gonna argue with you. He ain't even gonna get in an argument with you. She says she takes notes when she argues.
But you want to go back and recall everything that was said. Listen, no, it didn't happen in the morning. It happened at 4:15 at night, or 6:30 at night, or it didn't happen on a Monday. It happened that Friday, or it was. They know women. They're gonna have them points on point.
Yeah.
So that little they say less is more. Less is not more when you communicate, and that's the purpose of communication. Open your mouth and say what's up here and get it out effectively here.
Yes.
How can less be more? You got to speak. You got to talk. We can't. This another thing I used to always say to a friend of mine. I'm not a mind reader. I cannot read your mind. I don't know what you're thinking. Maybe you think I should know, but I don't always know. I'm not a mind reader. You have to articulate and tell me what it is you feeling or thinking, because I don't know.
Exactly. Charlene can't believe Rhea. She said, well, dang, Rhea. You ain't thought about that. Rhea brought a whole nother dimension to this thing. Oh, I bet your husband don't eat. That's, man, you can break up some arguments like that. He's just like, listen, I'm going to just agree with whatever she say, because if I don't, she's going to break out that notepad on my ass.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's why I say women intentionally listen with a purpose to prove their point. And it's not to be argumentative, but it's to say, I remember precisely how it went down, when it went down, where it went down, who it went down with. They know. And they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you.
Plain and simple, just like that. Just like that. Well, listen, I'm telling you, there's some people now, baby, I can see women now, they are going to have their phone out with the notepad, or they're going to be recording it.
Okay, yeah, they might go to that extent too, yeah.
Let's video this whole argument, but there's no substitute for the pen and pad. And And Rhea has pointed that out for us tonight. She said if she doesn't take notes and pay attention when he gets to talking, she said, I look in those eyes and I'll forget the next thing, Wait a minute.
Her legs up in the air. She got one of those charmers for her husband. He gonna charm the socks off of her. Let me say it that way.
So she said she looks into his eyes and then she forgot about what she was going to say. And the next thing you know, her legs are in the air.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yes.
And on that happy note, I would say that is the best way to end any argument.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
That shuts it all down. That is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. Yes, indeed. Rhea, you brought it tonight, baby.
She slid in with those comments. Thank you, beautiful.
Yes, and thank you too, Charlene, and thank you everybody who stayed, even though you couldn't get on and get in the chat and make your comments and let them be seen. So thanks, Rhea, for going to Facebook for us. That was a good thing. And now I'm gonna go see if I can get in an argument with somebody.
Well, she lucky that it ends up that way, because sometimes some women not that fortunate. They might end up with a black eye instead of legs up in the air.
Yeah.
So be careful with that.
Be careful with that, but I'm telling you.
Know who you pushing up on.
Know who's that? But she said all she have to do is look in his eyes and she'll forget. She'll lose her train of thought. She got to keep her head down and write on that notepad and listen, or else she knows she's going to lose. And so on that note, that means that the man is a better communicator. Ah,
Well,
he can
in all,
hypnotize you.
yeah, but in all fairness, we have to say that there's no true winner tonight. It really depends on the individual.
Yeah.
How well you can communicate, how well you can listen, how well you can read in between the lines and verbalize what it is you're thinking to the other person. So men communicate in their own special way. I guess it's our job to figure out how they communicate and read them as best we can and vice versa. So
yes.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing. Thank you, girlfriend Peggy.
Yes.
Hey, you know, we're happy all the time to have all of y'all in the house with us. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Rhea said, yes, you are right on point. She said that is so on point. Charlene, thank you too. Charlene says, thank you for the conversation and the laughter. And Charlene, you have to come back with us so we can give you some love, because I know you have a business and things that you do and whatnot. So I'll have to reach out to you so that we can let people know about your business, since you're going to be an official Raw Talker. So thank you for being with us tonight too. Yes, Rhea agrees with everything. And Rhea, thank you. I know you're planning more events and more wine and conversation for 2022. And so we look forward to being with you and promoting all that you do as well. We want to thank all the Raw Talkers for being in the house tonight. We absolutely love and appreciate you so very, very much. So next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, we'll see you then for Raw Talk Live. Good night, girlfriend Peggy.
Good night,
I love
beautiful.
you.
Love you.